Hello and welcome to the kitchen table on Wednesday afternoons. Alison Southern here from the Melksham Team Ministry. Good to be back together again today. How's your day been going? It's a bit wet and drizzly here now, but not too bad. I quite like wet days. I like sunny days and wet days, wild days and still days. And I often like to capture whatever is going on in the weather and in the world with a photograph. Nowadays, of course, we nearly all have really good cameras on our phones and they are always in our pockets and readily available. But there is something about framing what you're looking at through a lens that really draws you into the story that you're looking at. Whether it's a wild sea or a beautiful sunset or a bee working away on a flower in the garden, whatever it is, as you frame it, as you concentrate on that perfect picture, it really does help you to look closely at what's going on. Many people during lockdown have been taking photographs of empty streets. Buildings that should usually be bustling with people look hauntingly different when they are quiet and still. And now those pictures look different again as they begin to be busier and busier. Taking photographs is something that I really do enjoy, and looking through photographs is another thing that I love to do. Many of you will know that my mum died just before lockdown, and one of the tasks that we have to do as a family is to look through all those photographs and make decisions about what we're going to do. And a box full of old photographs from before I was born and all the way through my life really has been something that frames who I am, if you like, snapshot by snapshot, as we begin to look through those photographs, is just a way of understanding my life story. Most people somewhere in the house have got a biscuit box full of old photographs. And of course, now that we're all digitalised, it's maybe harder to do that. We keep them stored on devices, but we don't have them to physically hold in the same way as we used to. And there is something really special about holding on to a photograph that tells the story of your grandparents and your parents in their youth, in the height of their life, in the height of their energy. But photographs are a really good way of framing and reframing your life. When you're taking a photograph of something, you make a decision how you frame it. Do you look just at the person, or do you look beyond to the bigger picture? Where is your focus? I was thinking about that today and thinking about how Jesus actually reframes our life. He certainly reframed mine when I became to know him and to follow him. Everything changed in just gentle and subtle ways, but I knew I was different. How has your life changed over the past few months? Have you done some reframing? Have you thought about where the focus and the important bits of your life are and changed the picture slightly? For many of us, this has been an opportunity to do just that, to think and to spend time reflecting on who we are, what we do, how we frame our life and the things that are important. I hope that as I continue through life, I will have many more photographs to be able to take snapshots of, many more things in my life that will be just that moment of memory. And memory is such an important thing. In today's world, more and more of us are suffering from things like dementia and Alzheimer's. My own mum had dementia, and her house was filled with photographs, each one with names on them, some with places, but all with little reminders of her life that had started to drift away from her. The memories of people's names and who they belonged to had started to leave her. And for lots of us, that's going to be our future and our reality. So catching that snapshot just at the moment, remembering this time of COVID, this time of moving out of COVID and starting to live life differently, but moving forward, will also be a time of adventure and a time to lay down memories, which will be important for our story. And that in 20 years' time, or maybe 40 years' time, when children go through a box looking at photographs, or find an old USB stick and wonder how they get that information onto whatever they're using at the moment, we will have a story to tell. Jesus has a story to tell every single day when we read the Bible, full of little snapshots of the things that matter to him. In today's reading, it told the story of Jesus telling his disciples off when they told the children to go away, as many had gathered and were looking to be healed and to spend time with Jesus. He saw the disciples sending the children away and said, "Stop, let the children come." He said, only when we have a heart like these little ones will we get into the heaven of the kingdom of God. All through the Bible, Jesus uses storytelling, uses images, uses ways of showing us how much he loves us, how we are to love one another, and what truly matters. So the Bible might not be full of photographs, but it's full of words that paint a picture for you and for me, to help us to reframe our world, reframe our lives. So maybe pick it up and have a read and see what story unfolds for you that changes you and moves you forward. I hope you think on that and find it useful. Do please read our notices today. Think about what we've got going on, and do please help and support us if you can. Don't forget, we are open at St Michael's on Wednesdays for private prayer. And I'm always on the end of a telephone. Whenever you feel the need for a chat, you can ring me, text me, send me an email. And remember, if you like our talks, remember to like them or grump them. But keep in touch so we know you're there. But take care and God bless. See you tomorrow night.